Hey everyone, welcome to our first session with me as we transition to doing things online. And I miss all of you, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. And always email me with any questions or text me as you have been. And I don't know if we'll get a chance to see each other again face to face. Hopefully we do. But if not, then we'll do our best to continue to accentuate what we've been working on together foundationally. And you'll have to take that with you wherever you choose to do these sessions. And I hope you're being gentle and kind and nurturing to yourselves during this very interesting time. And continue to work on your positive thinking and creating good energy for yourself and vibrations. And let's begin. We're going to start in Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do a 6-second inhale and a 10-second exhale today. Make sure you're pressing your big and little toe into the mat as well as your heel, keeping your chin up, focusing on your belly breathing. Try and visualize the breath going up from the root in the back, up the sacral and the solar plexus, up the heart to the throat and the third eye. And then as you inhale for that 6 seconds and you're pausing for 6 seconds at the crown, you'll visualize the breath coming back down from the crown to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the sacral, to the root. Make sure you're not engaging anything. Make sure everything's relaxed. Make sure you're belly breathing, and you can always ensure of that by placing one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. If you want to work on your pranayama breathing, make sure you're pinching one nostril on the inhale, using your dominant hand, and then exhaling with the other finger, thumb and pinky. Relax your tongue and your jaw. Again, keep that chin up, head over the shoulders and shoulders over the hips. Let your feet sink right into the ground as we relax in mountain pose, Tadasana, and inhale for 6 through the nose. Reach for the heavens. Pause and exhale for 10. And inhale through the belly, visualizing the breath coming up the spine. And pause at the crown, reaching nice and high, fingers together, and exhaling for 10 seconds. And one more time, inhaling, nice, lengthening that breath as we pause. As we exhale through the mouth, visualize the breath coming down the front of the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. We're going to go into Warrior 3. And let's inhale on the way up. And go into palms down. Just bring that foot slightly off the ground. that head up. This is Virabhadrasana 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Continue to focus on your mantra and your balance. Point the right toe behind you. Relax the shoulders. Round those shoulders back. Trying to point the heart chakra to the heavens. And exhale back to center. Keep breathing during your transitions. And inhale up to the other side. Keeping your balance. In Virabhadrasana 3, relax your tongue. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And exhale back to center. Very nice. And we're going to go into tree pose. And inhale on the way up for 6 seconds. Good. Keep those shoulders rounded back. This is Vrikshasana. Vrikshasana. Working on your balance. Keep focusing on your diaphragmatic breathing. Massaging those organs. Visualizing the breath going up the spine as you inhale through your nose, and as you pause at the crown, exhaling through the mouth, and visualizing the breath coming down the front, and exhale back to center, and inhale back up in Vrikshasana with the other side. Try and keep that hip on that left side rounded behind you. Keep it back. Relax your tongue and your jaw. Just let your hips fall to the ground. Working on pressing the big and little toe and heel into the mat. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Just get yourself back into position. Work on your balance. And exhale back to center. And we're going to go into a new pose. We're going to go into eagle. We're going to bring our right leg behind our left, just like this, behind the knee. And keep the knee parallel with the hip. And then we're going to bring the left hand and bend it and put it in the middle of the right arm and grab the left hand with the right hand. So again, we're bringing our right leg behind the left, and then we're going to bring the left hand, put it on top in the middle of the right arm, and the right arm is going to go under and grab the hand of the left side. And continue to breathe as you work on your balance. Drop your shoulders to the ground and relax. Keep inhaling through the nose, pausing, and then exhaling through the mouth as you visualize the breath coming down the front. And exhale, back to center. And then we're going to bring the left leg behind the right leg and keep that knee parallel with that hip. Don't let it come out to the side. And this time we're going to bring the right arm into the middle of the left, and the left hand is going to grab the right hand. So again, the right arm is going to come over the left. The left is going to come back around and grab the right hand. And Keep working on your balance. Doing a great job. Drop those shoulders. Nice and relaxed. Keep focusing on your diaphragmatic breathing. I wouldn't recommend closing your eyes right now because that might be a little bit too challenging at this point. Relax your tongue and exhale back to center. Doing a great job with your balance. And we're going to go into Karate Kid pose. And inhale on the way up. And point that right toe down. Might feel a little tightness in that right hip. Just try and be nice and relaxed. Round those shoulders back. Chin up. Focus on your belly breathing. And exhale back to center. And inhale for 6 seconds on the way up on the other side. Round those shoulders back. Keep the fingers together. Keep them even with the heart. Try and accentuate those 7 chakras to allow the flow of chi and the good energy to come in, to work harmoniously, and allow that negative energy to be released from the body. And again, allow your body to vibrate, quiver, and shake. That's the body's way of telling you that it's healing. And exhale back to center. Doing a great job so far. Okay, we're going to go into chair pose. And inhale up. Bring the right leg over left. Keep that foot parallel with the leg. And we're going to drop down. Try and come down about a foot. And we're going to bring palms down now. Keep focusing on your breathing and your mantra. Relax your shoulder blades. Keep your arms even with your heart. And exhale back up. Doing great. And inhale, palms up on the other side. We're going to drop down. And again, pay attention to which side might be a little bit more tense. Have a little bit more tension and maybe dedicate a little bit more time to that side. Keep the shoulders back. And on some days, you might feel a little bit more tension on one side, and it might be the reverse on another day, and that's perfectly normal. Continue to inhale through your nose. Pause. And exhale for 10 seconds. Relax. Doing a great job. We're going to go into Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. So we're going to have our right foot facing to the right and left foot facing forward. We're going to bend that right leg. Keep the left hand on that hip. Keep that left shoulder back. We're going to bring that right arm out. Bring the left arm out to the other side. And bend that right leg. And keep that left shoulder back. Doing a great job. Relax those hips. Arch that back a little bit. Good. We're going to reach down and go right into Trikonasana, triangle. If you have your block, if you don't, that's okay. Just reach for the ground. Or if you have a blanket, you can use a blanket or any other prop that you want. And look at my head. Try and keep it back, and as if you're on that pillow, keep the left hip and the left shoulder back. Keep focusing on your breathing. Right elbow on that right knee. Right palm in the block or on the prop that you're using. Really relax that inner right thigh, the adductor on that right side. Reach nice and high. Keep focusing on your mantra and your 6 and 10 count today. And exhale back to center. And we're going to go into Prasarita Padottanasana, which again is wide leg bent over pose. And you can see that my legs are nice and wide. Doing a great job. We're going to go from dog into cat with our legs nice and wide. We're going to inhale up. Keep that back arched. Pause. And exhale back down. Tucking that chin and looking behind us. Drop those hips back a little bit. And inhale for 6. Make sure you're belly breathing through your nose, pausing. Letting those hips drop to the ground. And exhale for 10 seconds. Tuck that chin, drop the hips behind you. Really relax the neck and the shoulders and just let the stress come out of those areas. And inhale one more time. As we go into dog or cow, pause and exhale for 10 seconds. Great job. Continue to breathe as we transition. We're going to go into warrior on the left side. I'm going to point that left foot to the left and right foot facing forward. Bend that left leg. Keep that right hand on the right hip. I'm going to reach out to the left. I'm going to turn my position a little bit so that it's a little bit easier for you to see. And right arm out to the right. Good. Round that right shoulder back and the right hip back. Keep breathing through your belly. Looking down that left side and warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. And keep that left leg bent as we go into triangle, Trikonasana. Keep that left leg bent. Keep that head down and back. Keep that right shoulder and right hip back. Reach nice and high. Press that hand into the prop, whatever it is, block or blanket, whatever it is that you're using. Really relax that left inner thigh, that adductor on that left side. And exhale back to center. Back into Prasarita one more time. Those feet a little bit wider. Good. And we're going to inhale up. Good. Rotate around so you can see me a little bit better. And pause as we exhale down. And inhale through the belly, through the nose. Drop those hips, pause, and exhale back down. One more time. I'll go to the other side so you can see from this angle. Inhale up. And pause. And exhale back down. Tuck that chin. Good, doing a great job. Okay, now we're gonna keep breathing as we try and bring our armpits over the knees. Keep that head up. Okay, into Malasana. Okay, into deep squat pose. Try and get your heels down if you can. Okay, sometimes if you just go to the edge of your mat and put your heels only on your mat, that'll help give you a little bit of stability. And just, it's a deep squat pose, nice and relaxed, trying to get your armpits to the knees. Keep breathing, focusing on your mantra, relax those shoulders. Good. Let's just drop those hips and relax. Doing a great job. Keep focusing on your breathing. And we're gonna keep breathing as we drop to the mats. We're gonna go right into boat pose. Keep breathing as you transition. We're gonna start with our knees bent. And we're gonna lift them off the ground and bring our hands in front of us right over our knees, even with our shoulders. You can engage your abs, okay? So tighten them up a little bit. We're just gonna work on our core a little bit here. Okay, stay with it. Very nice, doing a great job. Just let the body shake and quiver a little bit and vibrate, which is a great thing to let the stress be released. Looking straight ahead. Feel a little bit of increase in temperature in the core area. About another 10 seconds. And relax back to center. Okay, that was boat pose. Keep the legs straight. Okay, we're not going to use the band today. In our next class, in our next session, we'll use the band a little bit more. Keep focusing on your breathing. And we're going to bring right leg over left. Okay, into seated. One leg over the other leg. And we're going to twist a little. And again, if you are pregnant, we want to stay away from any of the twisting poses or inversions. Relax those shoulders. Just trying to pull that knee as close as we can. You might notice a change in your blood sugar. Flex that left toe back towards you. You might be a little bit more hungry at this point. Change in digestion. An increase in circulation, certainly. Feel a little bit of a release of the tension in that right glute. Hold yourself up as nice and tall as you can. And keep breathing as we place the right hand right behind us by our right hip. And we're going to place the left elbow on that right knee and look as we drop that left shoulder nice and relaxed. Relax that left hand and look to the right, perpendicular to the left leg. Relax everything. Try and sit as upright as possible. Keep inhaling through the nose for 6 seconds. Pausing at the crown. And then exhaling for 10 seconds. Trying to control your breathing and lengthen that breath. And back to center. And assist that leg back down. Keep breathing as we bring the right back to a straight position, and the left leg comes over the right, and just hug that left leg in a way that's comfortable for you. Really sit as upright as you can. Try not to fall backwards. Feel that release of stress in that left glute. Flex that right toe back towards you, keeping that leg even with that right hip. As you inhale through your nose, feel your belly pressing up against the left leg that's crossed over the right. Relax that left hand and the right hand.
I think you're asking about left hand. Would you like to know more about that?
I guess I initiated Alexa. And we're going to make a slight turn to the left, placing the left hand.
It sounds like you're asking about left hand. Want to hear something about it?
No. And we're going to place the left hand right by that left hip as we make a left turn, placing the right arm on that left leg. Now again, if you feel any kind of strain or tension, then make any modifications that you need to, because we don't want to cause any types of injuries by trying to go too far or do anything that we're not ready for just yet. Really relax those shoulders. And exhale back to center. We're going to cross one leg over the other and bring both knees in this time. Now again, if your mind is wandering and you start to have clutter coming into your thought processes, just catch yourself, acknowledge it, tell yourself that's totally normal, and try and focus and recenter yourself on your breathing and your mantra. Very nice. Might notice a gentle vibration going on, which is, you've put yourself into vibratory, which is great. You've helped the stress and the negative energy be released from the body. You want to continue down that path and relax the legs again. And flex both feet back towards you. Allow that tension behind the knees to be released. Keep breathing. Very nice. Now we're going to bring the left leg and the right leg together, okay, into butterfly. We're going to place both hands behind us and bring the heels all the way in to the inner thigh. And again, from a progression standpoint, you want to do this before you do some of the other asanas, because you can impinge the inner thigh or the shoulder if you sometimes do things out of order. So we want to make sure that we really honor the adductor, the inner thigh. Okay, really press those hands into the mat behind you to keep lengthening that spine, sitting as upright as possible, pressing those knees down to the ground, keeping your glutes down. Good, doing a great job. Keep focusing on your inhale for 6 seconds, looking straight ahead, chin up. And after you pause, exhaling for 10 seconds. Good, and lift up on the outsides of the knees and bring them together again. Especially when we go into cow pose. Okay, we want to make sure that we're really gentle with that inner thigh. Okay, so we're going to bring the right leg all the way over to the left and turn to the left and grab onto that right foot and pull it all the way over as far as we can. Okay, so you're grabbing that right foot and bringing it all the way over as far as we can. Okay, this is Gomukhasana, cow pose. Okay, and then we're going to bring the left leg and just tuck it all the way under. Okay, and then sit up a little as you brace yourself with your left hand and bring the right leg over even more. Okay, you'll notice now that your right knee and left knee are parallel. You're just going to interlock your fingers around your right knee. Keep breathing. Just let the tension in your hips be released. If you want to come into a more meditative pose and bring your elbows up. If you want to keep your elbows down, that's fine. Keeping your hands either interlocked or palms together over your heart. You want to close your eyes a little bit and see how you feel when you close your eyes. That allows you to better focus on your diaphragmatic breathing, your meditative breathing. If you want to do some pranayama breathing, You can pinch either both nostrils or one or the other. Whatever it takes for you to honor your spirit and to feel more whole, that you're working harmoniously, calming your mind down. Allowing yourself to be more forgiving and more tolerant, more nurturing, more patient towards yourself and others. Really let the hips fall to the ground. Don't fight any of that tension that you might be feeling in your hips. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Pause. Relax your jaw and your teeth and your tongue. And exhale for 10 seconds. Pay attention to any part of your body that might be stressed or engaged and make sure you're relaxing it. Doing a great job so far. And let's lift that right leg back off. Keep breathing. Good, and shake it out a little bit. And let's bring our feet together one more time. And this time we're going to go into reclined butterfly or diamond. So keep the feet a little bit away from the inner thigh. So there's about a foot space between the heels. And gently come back down. Arms out to the sides. Your lower and upper back should be touching the ground. Palms up. Okay, this is a variation of fish pose. Okay, so we don't have the blocks under our lower back or our upper back or our head. Okay, and Matsyasana. So we want to make sure that if we're in Matsyasana, in fish pose, that our lower and upper back are touching the ground. There's a space in the middle of our backs, Matsyasana, fish pose, but this is a reclining butterfly pose or diamond pose. A little bit different. And exhale as you come back up, lift up under the legs and use your hands as you continue to breathe back up. Okay. And this time we're going to switch. We're going to take the right hand and bring the left leg all the way over. Press the right hand into the ground, turn and bring that left leg all the way over. Keep breathing as you're doing this and tuck the right leg under this time. And then really bring that left leg over, grab that foot, and you should feel a lot more relaxed with the inner thighs. Now ask yourself which side felt a little bit less stress, less tension, or were they equally stressed or equally relaxed? If you want to bring your hands out, you can. To work out a little bit more balance, keep those shoulders back as we always talk about. Are you stressed in any area of your body? Do you feel a little vibration and tingling as we relax and honor ourselves in cow pose? Nice deep breath, inhaling through the nose, keeping those shoulders rounded back. Might feel a little bit of increased body temperature in Gomukhasana. Doing a great job. And exhale back to center. Assist that foot back out. Bring that right leg right over to the left. Okay, and if you want to do any type of rubbing of the foot and the arch, or in the middle of the foot or the toes, to try and help the circulation a little bit. You can bend the toes back slightly. Good. And then we're going to try and tuck that left leg in. Keep breathing. And we're going to come halfway and try not to lift the left knee off the ground as you tuck it in. And now again, what we want to do in this half lotus is keep the right knee inside. We don't want it to come outside. See how the knee is outside of that foot right now? I want to try and keep that right knee on the inside of that foot. Now we're going to do a little bit of ballistic bouncing movement, okay? So we're going to exhale down and inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, relax the shoulders and exhale down. And you can go at your own pace here if you want, okay? And we're trying to, again, increase the flexibility a little bit in the hips. Helps with lower back, sciatica issues. Also working on digestion when we're doing hip openers. And that can also help with headaches, because digestion has a direct and indirect correlation with constipation and digestion and headaches. So we want to try and improve in that area. Now, if you want to go into full lotus, you can, and keep breathing as you bring that other foot up as far as you can. And then we can either go forward, and some of you saw in class when we were face to face, and keep breathing as we come forward in our lotus position. And we can just relax on one side or the other, or bring our chin down. Really allow the lower back to relax, the sacrum, just let it fall to the ground. Feel your belly pressing into the mat or the ground as you inhale. Work on strengthening that diaphragm, massaging those organs in that area. And exhale back up. Good, doing a great job. You can just do this in a normal position where your legs are crossed like this. They're not necessarily completely up in a full lotus position. And then you can still come forward and do the same thing that I did, similar to a crisscross applesauce kind of position that you might be in when you were a kid, okay? And again, when we're in full lotus, you can also go back in a reclining position. So we keep breathing while we're in full lotus, and then we can bring our legs up and exhale down and inhale up. You might feel a release of tension in the inner and outer thighs, the adductor and abductors. Excellent job. Okay. And then as we release, lift up on the outsides. Good. Great job. And again, you can always message me with any questions. Okay. And we're going to go into reclining pigeon pose. Okay. And again, we're going to bend both our legs. Okay, keep breathing. Okay, Supta Kapotasana. Supta Kapotasana. Supta Kapotasana. We're going to bend our knees and press our heels and feet into the ground. And we're going to bring our right leg over left. And again, this also helps with sciatica and lower back sacrum issues. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, don't hold your breath. And you can either grab around the left leg or interlock the fingers under the left leg and bring it up as far as you want to challenge yourself. Just make sure you're continuing to focus on your mantra and your breathing. Nice and relaxed, pausing, and then exhaling and inhaling, closing your eyes, pausing, and exhaling for 10 seconds. And relaxing back to center. And keep breathing as we transition to the other side. Left leg over right in reclining pigeon pose. Supta Kapotasana. And grab and notice which side might be a little bit more tense than the other. Relax the shoulders. Relax the tongue. Inhaling through the nose. Visualize that breath coming up the back. And after you pause, exhaling for 10 seconds. Passing by the 7 chakras. Opening up those chakras to allow the various organs and nervous system and negative energy to be released, only to be replaced by positive energy. Love, sharing love with the people around you, silently, non-verbally, and verbally. Relax your tongues. And after you pause one more time, you're going to exhale for 10 seconds, lengthening your breath. Down to center. Okay, and now in the same position here, we're going to lift our lower backs off the ground. And this is going to, again, work on our core. Okay, so lift the hips off the ground. Keep the hands, palms down on the mat. Relax the jaw. Keep focusing on your belly breathing. So now only your shoulder blades are on the ground along with your head. We're going to bring the right arm back and the left leg up in the air. Try and point it straight up to the ceiling. And the right arm is off the ground behind you. Just let the body shake. Try and keep your hips up off the ground. Relax the shoulders. Just let them fall right to the mat. If your hips start to sink back to the ground, keep them up off the ground. Let the body shake. Another 10 seconds. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And exhale back to center. Great job. And inhale to the other side. Keep that left heel back towards your hips. Hips off the ground. Left arm behind you. And point that right foot up. Try and get your core and your chest and your hips off the ground. The left arm is off the ground as you're pointing it behind you. Relax the right hand. Let the body shake. Don't hold your breath in. Looking straight up at the ceiling so your head is relaxed. Keep your hips off the ground. Another 15 seconds. Pay attention to anything that's stressed. You can engage the abs if you'd like. And exhale back to center. Great job. We're going to grab onto our feet into baby pose. Ananda Balasana. Ananda Balasana. The knees stay bent. Grab the outsides of the feet. We're going to roll to one side, left, and inhale back to center. And exhale out. Let the hips just drop and inhale back up. And exhale back to side. Inhale up. And exhale out. Inhale up and exhale out and inhale up. Great job. And we're going to roll up. Keep breathing as you roll up. Good. And we're going to turn to the right and we're going to go into child's pose, Balasana. But before we do, we're going to go from dog into cat. Okay, we're going to inhale up. Straight arms under the shoulders. Turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. And then tuck and exhale. Release the stress in the upper back of the neck. Inhaling, pausing, and exhaling back down. Relax those shoulders as you go into cow. One more time, inhaling. Pause. And exhaling back down. Relax those shoulders. And again, when you go into child's pose, you can have your feet by your side, knees out a little wider or together, or cross one foot over the other. And again, put your head on your blocks or on the mat, and you can either interlock your hands behind you, arms to your sides, or like most of you prefer to put your arms out in front of you. And really try and get your hips down to your heels. Relax your shoulders. Keep breathing. Try and relax everything. Keep slowing your breathing down. Relax your jaw. Doing a great job. Relax everything, especially your hips. And exhale back up. And we're going to roll onto our toes and stretch those feet a little bit as we just sit upright as we are on our toes. So you can see from there, went from being on the tops of our feet to our toes and just sitting upright. Try and stretch the toes and the feet a little bit. Keep breathing. Okay, now we're going to go into another balance asana. I'm going to bring left arm forward and right leg back. Okay, left arm forward and right leg back. Good. Point the fingers in front of you and the right foot behind you. Turn a little bit of an angle so you can see that a little bit better. If you're using your phones, you can see even better than the classrooms because we don't really have the mirrors at this point. Okay, looking straight down, relaxing your back, focusing on your breathing, keeping that right hand under the shoulder, keeping that straight leg and the arms straight, and exhaling back to center. Good. You're going to bring the left leg out now. And right arm out, looking straight down. Really relax that back. Tuck the chin a little bit. Doing a great job with your balance, pressing that left palm into the ground. Relaxing your jaw. Focusing on your belly breathing. And exhaling back to center. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to go into downward facing dog. Okay, keep breathing. Okay, now remember, you don't have to get your heels down right away. Okay, but you want to just try and be as relaxed as you can. Okay, we're going to press our palms into the ground, okay, in front of us. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Okay, And come up onto our toes. Good. Very nice. If you can get your heels on the ground, great. Keep focusing on your breathing. Relax your upper back. Tuck your chin. And turn a little bit so you can see a little bit better. And try and get those heels down on the ground. Tuck the chin a little bit. Good. Keep breathing. And then we're going to come back to our knees. And one more time, we're going to go into child's pose. Put your hands in a different position this time. Relax those shoulders. Stay there for about another 10 seconds. And now we're going to go back into downward facing dog one more time. Ardha Mukha Shavasana. And then we're going to go right into upward facing dog, keeping our legs off the ground. So I'll turn to the side a little bit so you can see. So going from downward dog into upward dog, keeping those arms straight, legs are off the ground, looking straight ahead, doing a great job. And now we're going to go into cobra, so just drop the legs down. So the feet are flat behind you. Now roll onto your toes again and go into upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. Great job. Keep breathing. Excellent job. Getting back down onto your knees. And now we're going to go transition into pigeon pose. And we're going to bring our left leg up. Keep it directly under your knee. Working on balance. Keep that right leg behind you. See how my leg was managing its way to the middle? Try and keep that leg and foot directly behind you. Doing a great job. Keep those shoulders rounded back. So went from Ardha Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog, to Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Ardhva is downward, down, and Urdhva is up. Feel that tingling in your fingers. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. So that would be upward facing dog. And then we also went into Cobra. And the difference between Cobra and upward facing dog is in Cobra the legs will remain on the ground. And in upward facing dog the legs will come off the ground slightly. And relax those shoulders, good. And let's switch, keep breathing as we go to the other side. And we'll go palms down this time. And again, see how the left foot creeped into the middle there? Keep it parallel, round those shoulders back. Good. When we were in eagle earlier, eagle pose, that was a new one today. That's Garudasana. 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 Doing a great job. Feel that release of tension in the shoulders. And back to center. Place one hand on each side of that right foot. You keep the knee directly above that foot. Let's look straight down. Let's bring that left leg back even further. So look a little something like this. That left leg nice and far reaching behind us. Okay, and then we're going to bring the right leg over to that left hip. Okay. That right leg over to that left hip. Bring that right leg over to that left hip. Okay, and make sure your hips are parallel with the ground as you reach forward in pigeon pose. Really let your hips fall to the ground. So let that tension go on the right side. Keep focusing on your breathing. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. And press up on your toes. Come back up again. Nice deep breath. And bring that left foot out. Keep breathing. Drop that right foot back. So again, look a little something like this. Bring that right foot back this time. Same thing on the other side. Okay, good. Now we're going to bring that left foot to that right hip. Good. Should feel a lot stronger in the sacrum and that lower back. Shoulders should feel a lot stronger today. And reach out nice and far. Put your head on that block or on the mat. Which side feels a little bit more balanced and has better ability to relax and let go of that tension and stress. Relax those shoulders. Keep focusing on your belly breathing, massaging those organs. And press up with your toes back to center. We're going to go right into straight arm plank. Feet shoulder width apart. Press those palms into the mat. You want to tuck your chin a little bit and really relax and release the tension in your back and your neck. Feel free to do that. Relax those shoulders. And we're going to turn to our left and roll to the sides of our feet and reach up nice and high in side plank. Really relax those shoulder blades. Press the palm into the mat, keeping your head down and back, reaching nice and high. Let the body shake and vibrate. And back to center as you exhale. And turn to the right, onto the sides of our feet, reaching up nice and high, looking to that side wall with your head down and back. Relax the shoulder blades. Make any modifications that you need to. Reach nice and high. Don't try and do anything that your body is not letting you, but also challenge yourself a little bit at the same time. Let your body shake. Keep inhaling through your nose. And after you pause, exhale through the mouth, visualizing the chakras on the way up, the back on the inhale, and on the way down as you exhale through your mouth. And back to center. Back down to your knees. one more time. We'll inhale into dog. And exhale into cat. Inhale. Looking straight ahead, dropping those hips back slightly, pausing, and exhaling into cat. One more time, and inhaling, pausing, and exhaling for 10 seconds. Great job. Okay, back onto your back sides. Okay, and we're gonna do one more hip opener. Okay, and we're gonna bring that right foot into the middle of the left arm. Okay, similar to what we did with our other elbow when we were in eagle. Keep that left leg parallel with the hip, trying to bring that leg in. Okay, and wrap our right arm around that right knee. Okay, and keep the left hand even with the heart. Okay, try and sit upright. If you want to touch your foot to your forehead, you can. Make sure you're exhaling when you're doing that. Doing a great job. And drop it back down. And straighten that leg out again. Keep breathing as you bring the left leg into that right arm. Keep breathing. Bring that knee into the left arm. Good, and relax that left hand. And again, don't let this leg come in. Keep it parallel with the hip. Very nice. Great job. And bring it back down. And we're just going to go into easy pose. Tuck right or left leg all the way in. Those knees out as far as you can. Placing the hands on the knees. Closing the eyes. Keeping the backs arched. Feeling that positive energy. Chin up. Keeping that heart open. Focusing on your inhaling for 6 seconds. If you want to do your pranayama breathing, you can. Pausing for 6 seconds. And then exhaling for 10 seconds. Through the mouth. One more time, inhaling for 6. Pausing. And then exhaling for 10. Excellent job. And now we're going to take our blocks and put one under our back. Okay. The middle or lower back, whatever you're most comfortable with. And the other one will be under our head. And again, you can put it up a little bit higher if you want. You can keep your knees bent. Okay. Or you can put your feet together. You can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Close your eyes as you focus on your breathing. Relax your tongue. Now, once we're done in Shavasana and corpse pose in a little while, I'm going to do a little bit of bonus core work today for about 15 minutes. If you want to do some extra core and push-ups, I'm going to have a bonus of that for about 15 minutes. So I'd love to have you join me with that. Okay, one more time, nice deep inhale for 6 seconds. And pause. And exhale for 10. Relaxing those shoulders. And lift up on the outsides of the knees. And we're going to go into Shavasana in corpse pose. And again, if you want to keep the block under your head, or if you just want to come straight down, with your legs straight out, you can. Okay. If you just want to have your head straight down, that's fine as well. Let's go about a minute as we come to a end to our class today. I hope you found this to help you get to a better place during a very stressful time for everyone. And do everything in your power to work on your meditation, whether it's lying down or whether it's a walking meditation that we've worked on together. This is now a time to really implement those practices on a daily basis as we move forward into unknown territory. And I'm proud of all of you for continuing to endure and be strong and courageous and keep up the good work. And again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, call me, and contact me on Hangouts. And I'll have another session up probably next week. And I'm going to continue with some core work. And if there's anything else that we haven't done that you wanted to do today, as always, you can do those at the end, and there's no rush to leave at any time. And I look forward to seeing your sessions when you message me and submit them. And until next time. And now I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to submit this, and we'll start a new one with some core work and some push-ups. All right, thanks for joining me today. Namaste.